Hi guys, so I was a little bit hesitant about making this video just because I feel like it's a very personal topic and I didn't feel 100% comfortable in talking about it. But I thought about it and I said, you know what, I've known you guys for a couple of months now and I feel like we're at that point where, you know, I can talk about stuff like this. So today I'm going to tell you all about my first time. Really guys? So for all of you who just got excited, don't get excited because that was obviously a joke and a very bad one at that. But really I'm going to be doing the first time tag for you guys. It's not what it sounds like. So if you clicked onto this video having ideas, well, just take those ideas out of your head because that's just not happening. My first tweet was actually something about me uploading 31 photos to Facebook because I had my Twitter connected to my Facebook fan page when I was in the Miss Jamaica Universe competition. So I don't really have a first tweet per se because all of those tweets would have been done through Facebook. My first YouTube video was the Jamaican tag. It was done with Katie. It's still up so you can go and I guess watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Katie and I were at home and we did the video. I wanted to start a YouTube channel but I was always a little bit hesitant. I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect and Katie was like, you have to start it, you know, it's not going to be perfect or whatever. So anyway, we ended up doing the video that day. I don't really remember the first person that I subscribed to on YouTube just because when I started watching YouTube I really didn't know what, you know, subscribers were. I've been on YouTube since 2006 and I didn't really know that people made videos and did it week after week or twice a week or whatever with a schedule. Even commenting on videos, I wasn't one to comment on videos. I would just watch them and enjoy them. I probably wouldn't even like the video. I never thought about liking it, but now that I'm a YouTuber and I understand the importance, I will subscribe to the YouTube channels, but I really don't remember which YouTube channel I first subscribed to. And on that note, I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. It means a whole lot that you do and that you comment on my videos. I have a few people who are just always commenting every video I post no matter what, they're there. It's nice to get feedback and I really appreciate that you have subscribed. Thank you. I still talk to my first love. I'm still in a relationship with my first love, so I talk to him every day. I don't remember, I don't know. More than likely it would have been, what do you call that? Smirnoff Ice, because that was the drink of champions back when I was in college. Or a mixed drink. It's probably a mixed drink, but I'm not big on alcohol anyway. I can't have more than 2 cups, but people always seem to think that I'm drunk. I got my first job when I was 20 years old. I wanted to stay in Kingston because I was from the country and I wanted to stay in Kingston for the summer. So I had a friend who was working at a government agency and he got me the summer job for like 3 weeks. They liked me there, so I got an extension for 6 weeks. That was my first job. All it was when I remember when I got there, the lady was like, well, there's not much for you to do here, but just don't fall asleep. Read a paper, read a book, do whatever you want, but just don't fall asleep. And I just sit in a chair and that's what I'd do for the whole summer. My first car was a Honda SUV. Andrew's normally the first person to text me and he always texts me like the same thing. I'm like, what is this, Andrew? All it is 2 eyes, and he'll be like, yeah, he's looking at me or he sees me or whatever it is. He's just weird. Good weird, but weird. The first person I thought of this morning was my friend Avo because she called to tell me that there is an awesome storm outside and chances are we won't be going to work because the roads are flooded. I'm laughing because the roads are flooded, but anyways, this video is coming to you guys because there is a freaking tropical storm and I got the day off and I thought I'd just make a video for all my lovies. So be thankful that the roads are flooded. As long as nobody is injured, but a lot of people are happy for the day off today. I don't remember the name of my first grade teacher, but I do remember my first bully. Her name was Nikki, and in my mind, I remember her as a bully because she was writing with her pencil one day, and I kind of just snatched it out of her hand and used the eraser to erase something. And then when I looked up at the girl to give her back the pencil, she was like,
"You better put this back in my hand and make sure it's me right."
Like, how am I supposed to do that? Like, that girl was just retarded. I went to Mobay, and that's like the other end of the island in Jamaica. My first best friend would be Melissa Suku. We lost touch. That was in like primary school. I guess she was my best friend, but I don't really remember much about her, but her name. But my first, I guess, real best friend, her name was Latoy. And no, we don't still talk to each other. We stopped talking to each other after about 12 years into the friendship. I guess you could say that we just grew apart. My mom didn't really allow me to sleep at anybody's house, but I remember I got to sleep over at my neighbor's house. I don't know, something was going on with my mom. I guess I don't know what happened, but I got to sleep over there because I guess something happened. I don't really remember. I was quite young. I was probably about 7, I think. The first thing I did this morning was to turn off my alarm because it was just there buzzing, telling me to get up, and I hate to get up to go to work in the mornings. And then I got up and made my green smoothie. I don't believe I've ever been to a concert, and I've never really been to a stage show either. I've just never gone. My first broken bone, and that was my last broken bone, thank God, was my right leg. I was about 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old, and it happened in the summertime. And somehow I thought that I was Supergirl, so I was jumping from limb to limb. And I was wearing like a white shirt, and this was in Clarendon, so the dirt was very red, and my mom had told me that I shouldn't go climbing the trees. But my uncles were climbing the trees, and I was a bit of a tomboy. So I jumped from one limb to the other limb, and then I kind of slipped. I hit my chin, so if you look right here, you'll see like a little indentation. And then they did it again, so I did it again. So I jumped from one limb to the other limb, I slipped off, and like basically fell on the ground. But because I was wearing a white shirt and it was raining too, so it was muddy. I didn't want to get my white shirt all messed up because then my mom would know that I was climbing the tree. So I tried to fall in such a way that I wouldn't get my shirt messed up, and so I ended up falling in some really awkward position and twisting my leg, and like I wouldn't want to say shatter, but I think that was it, shatter in my ankle, and it was broken. And then I lied about it. That was my first and last lie, because I didn't realize it was broken, because it felt like pain, but I'd always had stuff happen to me, and I figured that it was a sprain. So I told my uncles, they were probably about 14 at the time. I told them that, look, my foot is sprained, it's fine. I'll just walk around with a broom for a couple of days and it will be perfect and I'll be okay again. And then my mom came, because I was there on summer holidays. My mom came and she saw my leg and it was all black and blue, and she asked them, what's going on. And I paid those regrets $2 not to tell her what happened. And they spilled the beans on me anyway. And so my mom, she really beat me. Like, she gave me some beating, you see, because I told her that I was running and I twisted my ankle, and they told her the truth, and she beat me like my leg was there black and blue and hurting, and this lady beat me, and then she took me to the doctor and found out that it was broken and it was put in a cast, and I missed the whole summer because nobody wanted to play with me. And I would sit down like on the wall, because there was like a school across where all the kids would come and play for the summer. And I basically just sat there for like the whole summer, all sad because my leg was broken and I couldn't play dandy shandy and I couldn't play with anybody. And I don't know, like I feel like now when I think about it, I don't know why I was sitting down on the wall overlooking everybody. I could have just gone there and sit down and chat with them, but I don't know. I wasn't the chatting type, I just wanted to play. The Bahamas. Gosh, what was it at the movie theater? Oh my God, iRobot. That was the first movie that I've seen. iRobot. I don't remember having detention ever. I was a pretty good kid in school. My first roommate was when I was in college. Her name was Yannick. My first roommate was like just the best, man. It was like she knew everybody, and she was the one who like loved to go out and whatnot. So I became like a major party girl in my first year of college. She was just so personable and so accommodating, and I really loved that about her, especially for like sharing a room with somebody for the first time. We were just like the perfect duo, I feel like. From Osherias, I was from Mandeville, so we still had like a little country. We came from the country. It was a good vibe. My first year in college was awesome, largely because Yannick was such an awesome roommate. If I had one wish, it would be that I could quit my job, follow my dreams, go off to Hollywood and be a star. Yeah, for real though. Track and field, because I was a pretty good long distance runner. So when it's like sports day or whatnot, I would run like 800-meter races and stuff like that. I didn't like going to the training because at the time like I never wanted to be what we call tough. I never want to look tough, so I didn't want to extend that beyond the once a year sports day thing. First thing I do is go and wash my face, take off the day's makeup so I can enjoy the rest of my evening and be, you know, comfortable. When I was 17, going on 18, I won't tell you where because that was like a little bit embarrassing.
And then somebody came and they were like, "Stop it!" It just felt like the cold meat was being forced in my mouth, like a big slab of cold meat.
That's it guys, that's the last of the questions. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really love this video, share it with your friends so that they can watch these videos too. Thank you so much for subscribing. Until next time guys, bye!